There's also someone named Mark. His title is a TikToker. He also is Kristen Chenoweth's ex. He's that guy that dated Kristen Chenoweth from the Montana Boys.
Kristen Cavallari?
My bad, my bad, my bad. I did eat an edible before this.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. That's like what you say when you get to your parents' house after you just like drove for hours.
Yeah,
Hello.
like why are you not waiting for my
You know that
arrival?
I'm coming.
Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Why are you not like waiting by the door, twiddling your thumbs, just waiting
With
for me?
food.
Yeah, the fuck. I am offended every time I walk in. I'm like, yeah, well,
Hello. Echo. Okay. Hey.
hi.
Hi. How are you?
Super. I wish I were walking into my dad's house to get some food. Or like the random things that parents give you. Like last time I went, he just randomly handed me a pineapple, which was interesting and
Oh.
fun.
Oh. Yeah. I'm slowly grabbing childhood things from my parents' house as well. So I get like fun little nostalgia mementos here and there. But yeah, I miss that whole like coming home, being like, hey, where should I put my laundry?
Oh, I never had to do that. I never had laundry. I've been doing laundry on my own since I was probably 8. I don't know that life. What a life.
Here's the thing. I grew up in a house full of shorties. So the rule was you had to learn how to do your own laundry when you could reach the knobs. I still can't reach the knobs, so I'm just kidding. We have a front loader, okay? I can do my own laundry. Anyway,
With a
hi.
step stool, with a step
I
stool.
do absolutely need a step stool.
That's so funny. Wow. How's your week been?
My week's good. Just fighting off what. Excuse my appearance, as people say. Like, I'm so sorry I exist. Ugh, gross. I'm yucky. You can see my pores. No, I'm coming down with something.
This is just what I look like today.
This is just what I look like. If you don't like it, look away. Or maybe you're only listening to us. And the sweet, soothing sound of my Midwestern nondescript accent. Non-regionally specific. That was a compliment I got one time. You have a very non-regionally specific accent. Thank you.
People need to stop talking to people.
Full stop. People need to stop speaking to everyone. Mostly men. Just don't. It happened to be a man that said that. So I do want to talk about my upcoming travels because I don't know. Democrats are fleeing Texas, yet I'm going
Ew.
there. I know. It's like a work trip thing. So I've never been to Houston and I've never been to Texas in August. So I feel like it's going to be like we're dealing with like Canadian wildfires and stuff, like the air quality is terrible, but it's going to be like the surface of the sun there. It's like really, really hot.
Wait, I want to get back to Texas heat, but also,
Yeah.
do you guys have the corn sweat?
We do.
Gross.
Isn't
It's
that
hot.
so bizarre?
What is corn sweat exactly?
Yeah. So, so the husks themselves, like they retain a ton of heat, but it's like dew basically. But when you have fields and fields and fields, and also, I don't know if you've ever been around cornfields, but like it seems to be within like 2 to 3 days they grow like a foot, and little like rows where you can see the lines all of a sudden are above your head. So when it gets really high and the atmosphere like the pressure's high, all of that stuff sweating off just creates this like really gross sticky, and you can smell it too. It's like a
What does it
sweetish
smell
smell.
like?
It's kind of
Ew.
it's not ethanol, so they can make, is it fuel? They make corn fuel and like ethanol.
That sounds right.
And there's a plant not too far from where I live, and you can smell when they burn it. And there's a spearmint gum place that like then, yeah. Maybe I'm just like tainted and smelling all of these things, but you can definitely smell the corn sweat, and it just contributes to even more humidity. Plus, we've got the Great Lakes, like, and the
Yikes,
yeah,
dude. Okay, so you're going
lovely.
from corn sweat to sweet heat in Texas.
Yep.
I've never been to Texas, but I imagine Texas in August
Ever?
is
You've been to Austin.
as much shit as I talk about Texas.
I'm surprised you haven't been to like South by
Mm-mm,
or not even like Fashion Week, like Austin
mm-mm,
Fashion Week, because they did a whole.
mm-mm,
That
I
really
know.
surprises
I know.
me.
I know. I'll get there eventually. But nope, I've never been. I bet it's hot as hell.
I know. I
It'll be
know.
fun though.
And then my son's like, "Are there indoor water parks?" And I was like, "People pee in like I don't know. I'm such a weirdo." Yeah.
I can't with the
I
peeing
know.
anymore.
I know,
I
but you
can't with
can't have
it.
like 300 kids and the chlorine's like stinging your nose and not be aware that you're just swimming in pee, chlorinated or not. Anyway, yeah.
Yikes.
So it's kind of like I'm clinging to every last bit of summer, but I also think that it's going to be a really hot finale. So I'm just like, okay, I'll be ready for the cooler nights. Like when like college football starts, that's big around here. So start having a little bit more like I'm a fall or I'm in autumn. What's that sound? I'm in autumn.
Oh, I don't know that I have that sound. I know that knew that college football season was coming up because all the college teams are posting Alandria talking about college football.
Wait, oh, because she's a big, yeah, she's in Alabama, right? But is she an Auburn
She's,
fan?
hmm
Okay.
but she was saying like, "Oh, I love college football every Saturday," or something. So they're like taking that clip of her, and then it's like part of their little highlight reel, or like just a TikTok.
So why am I seeing Nick all over? Like, not just like that people are posting him, but I feel like he has also been posting, but I'm not seeing Alandria as much.
I think she's shy.
Really? But that's intentional. She's not just like, don't, I can't talk about it. I'm not in that. Like, she's just
I don't
private.
know. I guess they just came out with like a swimwear launch thing.
In
Some
2 weeks?
some company
Oh
that Nick
my
has modeled for multiple
God.
times.
Yeah, you'd have
Um,
to know.
yeah, he has been with them for years apparently. They had them in Greece doing some sort of edit to celebrate
Because she's
him.
always wanted to go to Europe.
Look at you, you know all the lore.
I really do. I'm a stan, not just for them, but like this is the only season I've ever seen, but I like it. And now like there was a couple shows on Bravo that have already gotten canceled after one season. People are
Wait, which
like
shows?
sold on SLC and then not Wild Things. It's Denise Richards' Wild Things, not the original Wild Things. I
Yeah,
know.
nope, wasn't tuned into any of
I
that.
know. It wasn't. And I think there's a couple other things they're trying to make happen. How they're going to recast the Valley. Like, it just seems like they're trying really hard to make these franchises go on longer than they need to. Whereas Love Island feels like a fresh start every time. But there's certain things that you can count on. So it's like a cult kind of following where, but then like the whole villa Casa, that whole thing threw me off. I still don't understand the point of that.
Yeah, well, you certainly can't count on the Twitter challenge or a movie night because we didn't get either one of those this season, and
Oh,
you don't even know what they are. Those are because we get them
no.
every single season, and we didn't get them this season, which was upsetting to say the least. But wait, what don't you understand Casa? How Casa works? Or
I guess
like
I just don't understand like why all of a sudden they're like Uno reverse, you go to this house, you go to that house.
the way that they did Casa more this year was interesting. They don't normally do it that way.
Okay.
But they do send everyone. I think they maybe started in season like 3 or 4 in the UK. But they do split up the boys and girls, and they send one group to Casa Amor, and then they do have a new set of boys and then a new set of girls
Just
for
to
about a
like
couple.
test those last like at the end.
And then
I thought
instead
of
of
you
doing the
today.
whole like everyone couples
Mama.
up and then everyone comes together, they make them pick, and then everyone has to say like, do you want to be in your original couple or do you want to recouple with someone that you met in Casa? And then it's like very dramatic because, for example, like the girls will have picked. They will have made their decision,
Yeah.
and then they have to watch the other person in their couple come back. So like if you decide like, oh, I want to stick, let's say it had happened in season 7 with people that you know, let's say who was coupled up at before Casa Amor, Shelly and Ace, right?
Yeah.
So let's say Shelly is like, oh, I want to stay in my original couple and couple up with Ace.
Mm-hmm.
She does not know if Ace is going to do the same, and then you have to sit there and wait to see if Ace comes in alone, meaning that he wants to remain
Yeah.
coupled with Shelly, or if he comes in with someone else, and then he is now in a new couple, leaving Shelly potentially vulnerable to go home, for example. So it's like very dramatic when it's not normal that everyone comes back to the villa and everyone has to like play nice together.
Yeah.
Sometimes people go home like right away, depending on the choices of their other couple.
That's wild.
And then the Twitter challenge, instead of the stand on business challenge where they like wrote letters to each other, normally they play a game where they take tweets from like the public, and then they will like cover up everyone's like people's names.
Yeah.
And then they have to guess who it's talking about. So it'll be like, so and so thinks he's so cool. I wish he would just shut up. And then like whoever pulls that card has to be like, I think they're talking about Jeremiah. And they pull it up. They're like, oh no, they're talking about Ace.
Yeah.
We didn't get that either, which was interesting. But
Yes.
whatever.
That's okay. All right. And is this twice a year or once a year? Because
Once a
like,
year.
okay, because Survivor is like constantly like flying people out to Fiji. As soon as they're done with one, they've got another, and it's.
I heard a rumor that they're going to try to do like fall or winter thing. I don't know if that happens. And then, but Love Island Games is about to start. I've actually never seen Love Island Games. But it's kind of like All Stars. They take people from the different ones.
Okay.
And then they do something. I don't know.
Nice. Nice.
Wait, okay, but speaking for a second about Vanderpump Rules, two things.
Okay.
Or whatever that show is called that I don't watch.
The Valley, yeah.
I heard that Sheena has officially joined the Valley. And I almost texted you to say, like, this actually is the reason I didn't watch the Valley. Because I knew eventually Sheena was going to make her way there. And I just can't do another show with Sheena and Kristen and Jax and Brittany. I actually am not interested. And, like, I'm sure Lala will be there eventually.
Oh, she's already been making cameos.
Oh, my God. Y'all can keep it. No, thank you.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
But Brittany's on a new show.
Really?
She was just announced to be on the next season of Special Forces.
Wait, the one that Sandoval did? Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
Wait, did he? He did that in The Traitors?
I think so. He was like, or maybe it was only Traitors, but Special Forces is where they have to like go do military style. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, that's wild.
So she has been announced to be on the next season of Special Forces along with Teresa Giudice and her daughter Gia. Eva Pigford from America's Next Top Model. Brittany, of course, Cartwright. Cody, the guy from Sister Wives. Sean, who I don't know her last name, but you will. She's that gymnast, the Olympic gymnast, Sean
Johnson.
Yes, that sounds right.
She's gonna win.
Someone named Eric, who's an NFL player. I don't know. He might be familiar. He might not be. I don't know. Jesse James Decker.
Pause. Okay, that's Decker. Eric Decker's her husband.
Why are we pausing?
Because I was going to tell you.
I won't keep that part in there, but I will keep Eric. He's an NFL player. And then Jesse James Decker. And you saying that is Eric Decker.
Yes.
Because that's funny.
Wait, I know him. You're like, I guess we'll see. I'm like, yeah. Have they ever had husband and wife on there before?
I don't watch the show. I watched when Kayla Nicole was on there.
Okay.
But I don't know. Okay. Someone named Randall, who's also an NFL player who I don't know. Jesse Smollett.
What?
I know. I had the same reaction, actually. I had the same reaction.
I'm sorry.
I had the same reaction.
Okay. That's...
Someone named Andrew, who's an NFL player. And I don't know if this is right or not, but I'm pretty sure my brother once told me, or like sent me a TikTok of this guy who had a parody TikTok account, and his name was Andrew. And the parody TikTok account, the parody Twitter account would write letters, would share updates about what's happening in this guy's career as if he were like a ship captain in like pirate days.
Yeah,
1700s. Like, yes, so like, hello, dearest mother. I think it's that guy, but I don't know his last name.
Does it say his last name on there?
No, it just says NFL player.
Because can I just tell you, Sean Johnson is married to an NFL player named Andrew East, I think, or West. West. There's two NFL players and their wives. Is that, could that,
We're gonna do more research.
is
I'm
that
not
real?
sure.
Is that real?
Jesse, and oh, but you know what? Okay, so Jesse and Eric are next together. Sean and Andrew are not, but it's
Okay.
because Sean is the last person in row two and Andrew's the first person in
Okay.
a row.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I don't know that I will see, but someone will see because I will probably forget about this the
Okay.
second I close this tab. But so there's someone named Andrew who's a NFL player. There's also someone named Mark. His title is a TikToker. He also is Kristen Chenoweth's ex. He's that guy that dated Kristen Chenoweth from the Montana Boys.
Kristen Cavallari?
My bad, my bad, my bad. I did eat an edible before this. Kristen Chenoweth is so funny.
Glinda, the original Good Witch with the Montana Boys.
Could you imagine?
It's stupid enough that Kristen Cavallari dated him, but Kristen Chenoweth wasn't even better. Oh my god, that's so good. Oh my gosh.
My bad.
Okay.
My bad.
Okay.
Okay, so, and then Chanel Iman, is that her name? The model.
Yeah.
Brianna Chicken Fry, which, by the way,
Yeah, she's having some.
Brianna Chicken Fry used to date who?
Zach Brown.
Bryan?
Zach Bryan. Zach
Okay,
Bryan.
so here's the thing. I thought her name was Brianna Chicken Fry because she dated the guy that sang a whole lot of Chicken Fry.
Which
who
is why I
think
say
his name
Zach
is
Brown. Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not alone here. Turns out those are not related people.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It is absolutely Sean Johnson's husband.
Wow, they should
And
put last names on here.
Ravi Patel.
Well, close your tab. I'm not done with my. Okay.
Okay.
And Ravi Patel.
Oh my god. What? I love him.
I,
Sorry, you lost me at Kristen Chenoweth. I had to start fact checking. I had to fact check.
I'm 90% sure everyone else was accurate.
This is amazing.
Or I just said I don't know who they are. Like,
Fair.
yeah. Okay, Johnny Manziel.
Oh god. Do you remember him? Johnny Football.
I don't actually remember him from when he was
Yeah.
being a menace, but I saw his whatever the Netflix like standalone documentary is. Not 30 for 30, but they have like it's called Untold.
Okay.
And so every episode features a different athlete of some sort and what they were
Cool.
or like doing or working on.
Yeah.
They have one on Johnny Manziel. They have one on Steve McNair that was really good.
Okay.
But the Johnny
that would be
Manziel one, I didn't know anything about it before I watched it. It was a very interesting watch.
Yeah.
He did seem like a menace.
Yeah, he was.
And then we have Christy, an Olympic soccer player.
Okay.
And then someone named Nick, who's an NBA player who I feel like used to date Iggy Azalea.
Oh.
Who is that person?
Who used to date Iggy Azalea?
Nick Young.
Nick Young.
NBA. I don't know if I said NFL or NBA.
I think you
but
said
it's
NBA, yeah. Nick Young, NBA star. I don't know. Now, do these people get eliminated as you go, or is it like you just keep watching and they announce the winner?
I do think you get eliminated. There are some things that like I think I watched last season, like Denise Richards very early was like, I can't be doing this. And then Haley Baldwin's dad or her uncle, one of the Baldwins, was also just like, I can't do it. I can't be doing this. And they were like damn near waterboarding them. They had all these like these huge military like backpacks on and they had them like rolling around on the beach, like in the water and the waves were coming up. It was like really bad. That was like episode 1. They had to like jump off bridges and like pretend to like save civilians and stuff. And I think some of them Like if you don't do it fast enough, you're up for elimination, I guess. But a lot of people also like tap out because it's just like a lot.
Yeah, I would probably tap out. But are they
I can't,
playing as a team when you have like husband and wife, mother, daughter? That seems like an advantage.
I don't know. I don't know that they've done that before. I don't know. They didn't do it the season that I watched. Or I wasn't really, and when I say watched, I do mean
On
like
the
it was
background,
on.
yeah.
Um, I was not watching it as close as I was watching some other things. And I certainly won't be watching this, I don't think. But we'll
Yeah,
see how
fair.
Brittany does. Best of luck to her, I guess.
Yeah. Um, I'm really glad that this is her next step and not like marriage boot camp to try and like string Jack's 15 minutes any longer. We're done. We're done with him.
Yeah, he sucks.
He does. I feel like we're just I've never said this before about like a network, but I do feel like when we reference the golden age of like VH1 reality, like another thing came to mind. I saw something about Jersey Licious. Do you remember that?
Dude, I used to
I
love.
did
No one knows about
too.
Jersey Licious. That was a
It
crazy
was
show
wild. And I was like,
with
these people
Olivia
are
and
at work.
Tracy.
Yes. And then, you know, Mikey died.
Yeah,
Here's the thing. And in that era, we were just like, wow, this is so crazy and wild and blah, blah, blah. And then there was like the downfall, and nobody watches VH1 reality shows anymore. I mean, maybe a handful of people. And right now, I feel like we're about to turn a new leaf with Bravo sort of like reaching a peak of what started out as this like aspirational Real Housewives, like the Real Housewives.
yeah,
And then now we've just had so many generations of that, and we're starting to fizzle out and see that like it's actually not great to
yeah.
continue giving abusive men and shitty people in general a platform.
Yeah,
So, what next? What is next?
I also feel like we just know too much about each other, and it makes it not as fun.
Yep.
Like with those shows like Jersey Licious, or I mean, like any of them really.
I
But
know.
like I remember I used to be really into Gypsy Sisters, and like
Oh, yeah.
obviously the VH1 ones that you
Yeah.
are talking about. Like we didn't know what happened in between seasons. Like I didn't know what Melly Stanley was doing on any given day. But like
Yeah.
I can tell you what people from Love Island are doing because they went live on TikTok last night. And I feel like we don't have the reunion for another few weeks. And just like even like skip it. Like I feel like things are moving so fast. We know so much about each other. It almost makes the edited content stale by the time we even get it.
Yep.
But then like it's so much content.
Yeah.
It's confusing.
It is, and that's how like I keep refreshing. I like Substack. Do you subscribe to anybody's Substack?
I subscribe to a lot of Substacks
Okay.
and I don't, and I ignore every notification that I.
Do you really?
I'm
So
just like I'm just getting content in so many other ways.
I do. So I try. So I think I subscribe to Aaron Parnas, Pete Buttigieg, and like Heather Cox Richardson. And I like that it's like once a day. Well, Aaron Parnas is probably like breaking,
Yes,
and I
yes, he
can't.
sure
I'll read like
is.
one of his. But if I go online and I'm like refreshing to know like what's happening, and it's just too much. So that's why I like chase that binge dopamine of like, what's Nick and Alandria wearing today? It's
Yeah.
like, gotta get some stories. And it is. It's
You're gonna
just,
freak out when you see this photo shoot.
No.
Wait, did you not see what they released yesterday? Where's
No.
my phone?
No.
Where the fuck is my phone?
No.
Girl, let me send you a picture. Remember when you said his body was mid?
I did. I was crazy.
That was only 2 weeks ago.
I was on drugs. Look at what he did since then. He heard that. He listened to that and he's like, all right, that's it. I'm hitting the gym. Obviously. No, but seriously, we had a huge impact. We are a cultural icon now.
You're welcome, America.
He called his trainer and he's like, I can't be having this. So sorry. I know. I'm so happy that Amaya Papaya won and that guy that likes her. But
Yeah, I forgot all about him
I forgot
already.
about him. But I really have to say, I think the winners from this season are Nick and Alandria.
Yeah. In fact, I feel like it's great that they didn't win. It's better this way.
Yeah. It is wild. Yeah.
I think they're the biggest Love Island couple ever. It's actually getting weird.
So, and I know no different, right? But I was watching something the other day and I was like, Lewis Capaldi, you know, the Scottish singer, songwriter, Lewis Capaldi, crazy hair. He has Tourette's actually too. He might, anyway. His ex-girlfriend was on Love
Yes,
Island UK.
yes. I saw that, but I didn't know who
And
that
she
person
won.
was.
She
Yeah.
ended up winning. And he's like, which is really nice because I get to relive the painful breakup every time she does the talk show circuits. It's lovely. I didn't even attempt that accent because I just can't. I can't. Oh my gosh. Have you seen the like Habibi come to blank videos? I don't know. Scottish Board of Tourism is like behind this or something, but it's these like sexy, smoldery Scottish men saying, Habibi, come to Scotland, whatever. That
What's
was a
a
terrible.
Habibi?
Habibi is Arabic for like my love, like mi vida, like that's Spanish, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like a term of endearment, but also like it's so juxtaposed to hear it in a Scottish accent. And then it's like pans to them like on this beautiful lake with like mountains and it's just gorgeous. And I'm like, do I need to catch a flight?
We all need to go to Scotland.
It's wild
funsies.
for funsies, but it is so funny seeing them like say, Habibi, you need to come here. Yeah. Trends are all over the place and they're happening so fast I can't keep up.
Wait, okay. Explain to me if you're seeing this on your FYP, why is everyone crawling out of their windows and singing Hamilton? Have you seen any of this?
I've seen, yeah, they're like, even sometimes they're dressed up.
Yes, all of the time I've seen them, they're being dressed up. How do so many people have outfits that let them look like Hamilton?
Okay, but it's like a specific clip. It's when
Yes.
she's like, where are you going? He's like, I have a meeting in the city.
Yes,
It's like
yes,
when he's going to
yes.
cheat on her. I don't know.
I think he was actually leaving to go kill Aaron Burr. I mean,
was
be
he?
killed. To go be killed.
Yeah, maybe. Got to do a rewatch.
Or one of the, actually, because both of those things happened. He probably stuck out multiple times.
It was just one of the many, just recapped. Yeah, that's so funny. It's like, I got to write something down. Why is that? Why did that come back to life?
I don't know where it came from. I don't know how so many people found out about it all of a sudden. It was just, it hit me like a fucking tornado. Like all of a sudden it was like every third video.
Yeah. And why do people have so many disposable, like, not disposable, but like colonial garb?
Colonial is the word we were looking for.
Also, as a follow-up from our last episode, I was watching back and I thought about it and I was like, you know what? Was a December baby and I'm pretty sure we met our deductible. So I'm not saying she was free, but like have sex in March because
Who are you talking to?
our listeners.
Okay, because I know you're not talking to me.
You're like the other girl with the list. Like you don't need to be coerced not to. Just don't do it. Don't do it, girl. I'm not going to do it. Not even thinking about it. I won't do it, girl.
If I could remove my cervix.
No. No.
Why?
No. Your cervix is good. It's helpful. You need it. You need
For
your
what?
cervix.
What else do I need my cervix for?
Well, your cervix stops you from having uterine prolapse.
Do I need to remove my uterus?
You could, or your ovaries.
They could all go.
Your cervix is like at the base. It's at the top of your vagina, the base of your uterus.
If I don't have a cervix, if I don't have a uterus, do I need a cervix?
I think it's helpful during coitus. I tried your ice cube trick the other day.
Sometimes I think my cervix is actually too low, and I could benefit from having more space.
Is it too low, or do you just have a type? Oh, dear.
None of that's going in there. How did you like the ice cube?
He liked it very much, so.
It's fun sometimes.
Yeah, it was just, mixing it up a bit.
I think there's a couple other things I want to talk about.
Let's do it.
The Howard Stern show has been canceled.
It was still on?
Isn't that surprising?
What do you mean it's been canceled? I thought it has been done canceled. What do you mean?
Howard Stern show to be canceled after nearly 20 years on Sirius XM as $100 million contract is up later this year.
Who is still making that circuit? Like, honestly.
I don't know anyone that has Sirius XM. So like I just don't know that this is actually in my atmosphere.
My dad has Sirius XM.
Okay,
You know what
right.
though? Hang on. Because Sirius also, they like host podcasts and things like that, right?
Well, they have a deal with Alex Cooper, and I was confused about that as well because I was thinking like, how are her listeners going to get Sirius XM? I don't know. They'll figure it out, I guess.
Obviously it's an app, but like my parents have it like terrestrial radio in their car,
In
like
the car.
AM, FM, and then they have XM.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's Howard Stern gonna do now?
Who cares?
Be a perv on Instagram? Like, why?
I forgot about him until I saw this headline, and I hope to forget about him in the next 5 minutes.
Great, moving on. I'll help you expedite that.
Okay. Don't ask me why I thought this was okay to talk about or like even relevant to anything. But apparently Jack White has completed his longtime mission of seeing a baseball game at every major league stadium. And the only reason I brought that up is because I'm pretty sure Jack White is the only celebrity I ever saw in Nashville. And like you and everyone else, like I feel like all my friends saw famous people all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That's wrong. One time I saw Kelly Clarkson and accidentally freaked her out, and her and her friends moved to another bar.
That's right.
They left.
Yep, that's right.
Sorry, was that with you? Was it us?
Nope,
Who
you've
knows?
told me the story.
And then like Jack White. I don't know
Yeah.
that I saw anybody else. I mean, like not like crazy people, but like I feel like you saw crazy people. All my
Yeah.
friends saw people all the time, and I never saw anybody. No one fun other than Jack White. No offense.
Yeah.
And Kelly, you're great.
Yep. Jack White, Ben Folds lived like down the street.
If I saw Ben Folds,
You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't have
You
known.
would not know.
Sorry to that man. Another person I have not thought about in.
I gotta say though, Jack White is not the type of person I would imagine had a dream of visiting every MLB stadium. He just
Yeah.
no, like maybe every major cemetery in the. I don't know. He just gives a little more like less sporty, more punk goth
Yeah.
kind of situation. But
Yeah.
okay, good for him.
Good for him. But I just needed to call out, the only Nashville celebrity I know.
That like besties, obviously.
Oh, well, of course. I saw him because he said hello to me. I've been looking for you. I hear you don't ever see any celebrities. Here I am, the only celebrity you need to.
You're welcome.
Did you know I'm collaborating with Beyonce soon? He told me.
It'd be funny if you saw him at like the Sound Stadium. Now he's got to make his rounds to like all the AAA like feeder teams.
Coming to a city near you.
Do you
Your
remember
minor league baseball team?
Yes. So now like Savannah Bananas and like the Portland Pickles and all that, those freaking leagues or whatever are going to have to like up the ante because they brought a fan out. I guess this is something they always do, but usually the guy gets like struck out and then he walks away. But this guy actually like walked and then
The Bananas?
Portland Pickles, which is actually a team. I think it's a feeder team. It's not an exhibition team like the Bananas. But he scored. And then they brought him back and he's wearing like a button down and some shorts. It was so wild. It was so wild. And I was just like, just goes to show like you can find talent. It's like the Rudy. Like, oh, this guy's just gonna come out here and make a fool of himself, but he was good.
That's a sports reference that I certainly do not understand.
It's a movie.
That I didn't watch.
Brian Austin? No, that's not right.
Megan Fox's ex? See,
No, no.
it's hard to remember. It's hard to remember the significant others of
You
your
know
B-list
why?
celebrities.
You know why? Because his name was Brian, and I still have yet to meet a Brian.
Have yet to meet a good Brian.
So it was Sean Astin, not Brian Austin Green. And Sean Astin was also in
Was he the guy in Pitch Perfect?
no, he's a lot
Skylar
older than that.
Astin.
That was Skylar Astin, yeah. Sean Astin was in like what else has he been in? He's been in Stranger Things.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's in his 50s, so definitely not Pitch Perfect, but Lord of the Rings and
Goonies.
The Goonies. Most recently, you might have seen him at the Democratic National Convention where he went up with the Indiana caucus to announce their nomination for Kamala Harris from the great state of Indiana because he was in that movie 100 years ago about
Rudy?
Notre Dame football. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, when you find a niche.
We love a throwback reference. Listen, why not beat a dead horse when that horse still makes money?
Right.
You know?
The Kardashians do.
Oh my gosh. That's wild. Okay. Rudy came out in 1993, but it was definitely about like the 1950s. I'm not going to, listen. Every time I open my mouth, I sound stupider. So
That literally is why we're here.
that is why we're here. And I will say, if I had to give any slightly educated advice and sound more intelligent, I would tell Brandy Glanville to stop putting shit on her face. Girl,
She needs to take a break.
Stop.
We need to
take a beat, girl. Why would you put Nair on top of your very delicate skin that you claim has been ridden with parasites for months, right? And like dissolving all these things, and then you give yourself topical burns? Doesn't seem wise.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. But, you know, I feel for her. I wish her the best. And I hope that she and her parasite figure it the fuck out.
I think his name was Cibrian, Eddie Cibrian. Just kidding. He's not a parasite. Do you think she's going to watch The Valley?
Oh, I forgot because of Sheena.
Or read Sheena's book? She'll get a bootleg copy. But like also the not irony, but like Sheena got cheated on by her husband while she was pregnant. I don't know.
How do you, as a viewer, feel about the way that Sheena held on to that news for 2 years until her book came out?
Yeah, I think she's always being accused of making it about her. So if she would have come out with it during the Scandival, it would have been like, oh my God, Sheena, this is not the time. Like, why are you? But she didn't even do it in that process. And the way he like wrote her this letter, it's all icky. But Sheena is a grifter, like at her core. And I think she has always just been calculated like that.
That's why she got that Sword of Death on her New York Times bestseller list.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Sword of Death. Wait, what does that mean?
When you make the bestsellers list, there's a sword. You know how sometimes there's like an asterisk, like the different symbols, and one of them is a sword?
Yeah.
They use a sword to say that they believe that a big number of the books purchased were by the author or the author's like their publishing team. And so the New York Times is essentially saying like, yes, we see that this number of books were sold, but we think they bought a bunch of books
suspicious. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, that I did not realize that. You're such a literary icon. Like, I love that you know that. Do you do the Wordle every day?
I actually, first of all, I was going to say I'm just chronically online and I just am always on Reddit and TikTok, which is true, but I also do still do Wordle every day.
Okay, do you
And
know
the
that?
mini.
Okay, but then there's this other one that's like a list. It's like ranking. Do you know what I'm talking about? There's like two of them now. What's
Connections?
Yes, yes, yes. And you have to figure out, do you do
Yeah,
connections?
connections pisses me the
It's
fuck off.
probably
The New
not
York Times
new.
can suck my dick sometimes for
Yeah,
sure with connections. With connections, I either like I try to do them in the morning, and I'm either like it makes my entire day like
it
yes, I'm the
flows.
smartest fucking
Yep,
cunt ever in the world.
yep.
And sometimes I want to cuss out the New York Times. They piss me the fuck off. It's always one side end of the spectrum or the other. But I do Wordle and the mini for sure, and then sometimes if I have some time, I'll do connections.
Okay,
You
okay.
should do it. It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, if I have time between my Kim Kardashian Hollywood game
You still play
and
Kim Kardashian? No, I thought they got rid of
my
that.
Love is Blind Netflix game. No, I do think they got rid of it. I don't have any games, but I should probably find a word game. My son is into like the word search now, where it's either like a circle and it has the different letters and you mix them up and you kind of scramble it.
There's one of those on New
Okay.
York Times.
Okay. I could do that. I could get down with that. I love it.
So, guys, it's been a really long time since we've had a question, and we are going to bombard you with them. I hope that you're ready.
So we have, am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend that he can't afford a baby? Or am I the asshole refusing to consider being a guardian to my dad's new stepchild if something happened to his wife?
Yikes. I think the first one.
Okay. Agree. All right. Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend that he can't afford a baby? I, 28 female, have been with my boyfriend, 32 male, for 5 years. Okay. I'm currently delayed for a few days. Okay. She must mean her period and not an airplane. Well, talking about things, I said, I hope I'm not pregnant. And he asked me why. I was quiet for a few minutes and he keeps on asking, what's the reason? Finally, I gave in and said, because you can't afford it. After I said that, he became distant and a bit cold. I'm thinking about the practicality of having a kid right now. For context, I'm a professional degree holder while he's underboard. I also earn more than him. Am I the asshole?
First of all, what is professional degree holder?
I,
I feel like last time we were talking about our honorary degrees, and I feel
I
like
know.
maybe that will just be my new
That's
job title. Like, what are you doing?
I'm a professional degree holder,
I'll hold the
okay?
degrees.
And what the fuck is underboard? Okay, yeah, what do
What
you
is
think?
underboard? I think that she's not an asshole because no one can afford a baby. Like, they're so expensive.
Yeah.
Even Rihanna, who is pregnant and was just spotted walking around LA, very pregnant. I thought, another baby, Rihanna, in this economy? 3 babies is a lot. Even for you, girl.
Um, that's really funny. So several people have said like in this economy. So I think that she is an asshole. And this is why. Because I don't think it's just about the comment of you can't afford it. First of all, it would be collectively your child, right? And you've been together for 5 years. And for context, you putting him down and saying he can't, like, immediately being like, I'm a professional degree holder, whatever the fuck that means. Yet there's like riddled with typos here. Fine. I do think you're an asshole. I think that you could have worded it in a way. You've been together 5 years. The conversation hasn't come up. He's
I
32.
was going to say, like, at
Like,
5
come
years, you
on.
guys should be
Yeah.
for sure,
Yeah.
but you should have had
Like,
that conversation before. Or
you've either had
way
this
before now.
conversation and you know that it's a possibility. Also, I do understand in this economy, but I will say the way that they wrote this makes me think that they are either maybe English as their second language or they're potentially in like England or another country, which we already know.
Oh, a different economy.
Is a different economy, but also like the maternal fetal like death rate is much better. Like there's more family leave access, and they may just be dealing with a different set of parameters than we think of looking at it from an American lens. But I do think you're an asshole. I think it's shitty for you to put your partner down like that and to say, like, I hope I'm not because you can't afford it. It feels like you're putting so much of that, like, financial responsibility back on to him. So, yeah, I think she's an asshole.
Interesting. What else? What else is everyone else saying?
Someone said, you can't afford it is a direct insult to his face, truth or not. We can't afford it would have been a statement that reflected 5 years of partnership.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
Someone said, seriously, what the fuck? You're the asshole for sure. I feel bad for him due to your immediate blame and lack of compassion. That conversation could have happened much more respectfully and constructively. No professional degree or high-paying jobs affords such superiority and lack of cooperation in a long-term partnership. There you go.
Go ahead and break up with him, babe. If you don't respect him, I guess. Gotta go.
Yeah, I mean, like, and someone said, can you afford a baby? Yeah. I mean, it's true. Like, if you want to build a future together, it should be we can't afford it, not you can't afford it. Phrasing matters. And someone said maybe she doesn't want to build a future with him. OP does not seem to respond, so I don't think she liked the answer.
Interesting.
Someone said, don't date to fuck. That's interesting. I guess.
What does that have to do with any of this, sir or madam?
I agreed. What is underboard? What does that mean? I've never... She means an underboard nurse, I assume. According to Google, this is in the Philippines. What? Someone said their nursing degree hasn't passed their licensing exam.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. But it's not that he's, like, done nothing. Also...
feels like you just, yeah, sorry.
You could say we're not ready. We're just not ready. I hope I'm not.
If underboard means you don't have a license yet, like, can't you just become licensed and then get a nursing job and then make plenty of money?
Like you're in the process, right? So strange. She's not the asshole for maybe feeling like she doesn't want to have a baby and hoping she's not pregnant. She's an asshole for the way that she belittled him and, like, diminished his role in their partnership. Yeah.
Okay, I have one for you.
Okay.
Am I overreacting? My sister used my credit card to book a $3,000 vacation and said I should be grateful she included me in her plans. Or am I the asshole for reporting my boyfriend's mom for taking and wearing my graduation dress?
Reporting her, like, to the police? No. Okay, I want to hear about this $3,000 credit card bill.
I, 28 female, am still in shock, and my family thinks I'm being dramatic, so I need an outside perspective. My sister Emma, 25 female, has always been the, quote, golden child, and has a history of being terrible with money. She's moved back in with our parents like 3 times because of credit card debt and never keeps a job for more than 6 months. Our parents always bail her out. Last month, she asked to borrow my credit card, quote, for groceries because hers was, quote, temporarily frozen. There's a lot of quotes in this. I shouldn't have done it, but I let her use it and told her max $100. She promised to pay me back in a week. I was happy to do it because I was flush that week. I had an extra $600 thanks to Steak US. I don't know what that means. Well,
wait, why does this feel like an ad? Is it going to be, is it at the end, it's going to be like, click here for a link so you can also be flush 600 up. Making money off the weather? That's crazy. Show me how.
Download Steak US today. Well, I just got my credit card statement, and there's a $3,127 charge to some travel site. When I called Emma freaking out, she was totally calm and said, oh yeah, I booked us a trip to Cancun. We leave on Friday. You should be thanking me. I included you, and I got us a really good deal on a resort. Most sisters would be grateful. I was literally speechless. I told her I never agreed to this, can't afford it, and definitely can't take time off work with 3 days notice. Her response, quote, God, you're so uptight. It's already booked and non-refundable, so we have to go now or the money's wasted. Besides, you never do anything fun and you've been stressed with work. I'm literally doing you a favor. When I said I was disputing the charge, she started crying and said I was ruining her life and she already told all of her friends. She then called her mom, who immediately called me, saying I was being cruel and selfish for not supporting Emma's thoughtful gesture. My parents were saying I should go since it's already paid for and I'm being petty about money when Emma, quote, just wanted to have sister time. Like what? They're acting like I'm the problem for being upset about $3,000 being charged without permission. Emma keeps texting me vacation outfits and resort stuff she wants to do, completely ignoring that I said no. She also posted on social media about our sister trip and tagged me in everything, which is embarrassing. I called my credit card company and they said I can dispute it as unauthorized, but it might take weeks. And Emma is telling everyone I'm, quote, stealing her vacation and destroying the family. Flight is in 2 days and the pressure is insane. Emma texted me this morning, pack your bags. I can't wait for sister bonding. Am I overreacting by refusing and to go and disputing? My family is making me feel like I'm being unreasonable for not just going along with it, but $3,000 is huge money for me, and I never said yes to this.
Why aren't the people that tell her she's overreacting, why aren't they paying for it?
Yeah, I was thinking that same thing.
That is wild.
Why aren't the parents that bailed her out multiple times apparently paying for?
Absolutely wild. $3,000.
Also, I don't want to be judgmental, but could never be me. Like, y'all got to log into your credit card accounts and just like check for things more proactively than when your statement comes, because like that shit, I would have caught that shit before it was done pending, and I would have been on the phone with my credit card company.
Girl.
Ain't no fucking way. Also, maybe you should put some like alerts on there. I feel like every time I spend more than $1,000, Capital One is quick to be like, "Hey, bitch, was this you?" And I'm like, "Yes, Capital One, it was me." So like maybe get that set up. I'm not trying to victim blame you. Not that you're a victim, but like this would have absolutely pissed me off. But it also would have not been me.
No, and I accidentally didn't notice that we had been paying for a wine club. I told you about this, right?
Where was the wine going?
Oh my God. Okay. Long story short, back in 2016, we went to Napa, signed up for a wine club, had a great time. I was there for work. We had a little side trip, whatever. A few months later, find out I'm pregnant. We put that membership on pause because they were sending the wine to Nashville. And I was like, I don't want to see all this wine come in that I can't drink. It's expensive. Like, doesn't make sense. I'm pregnant. So like, let's not do that. So we put it on pause and eventually like we don't reactivate it. 2023 rolls around. We go for our friend's birthday. We end up going back to some of the same wineries, some other new ones, and we joined a couple of other wineries. Since the original trip, we moved to Indiana. Indiana is one of 3 states that you cannot direct ship alcohol or wine orders to. No problem. Our nanny that was staying with the kids while we were there lives in Michigan. We got her permission and we were sending them directly to her house. I'm not kidding you. Weeks after we got back, I found out I was pregnant again. And I was like, are you kidding me? What the hell? So we put everything on pause again. And around the same time, she ends up getting a divorce and sells her home and moves. It was November the following year. And we somehow discovered that the charge had kept going. The people that bought her house were keeping our quarterly shipments of wine. I can't even be
mad at them. That's a blessing from God. You don't turn down a blessing.
It was so smart.
My house?
It was so smart.
Wine just starts showing up in my house. I'm not. What am I? How? I don't even know you. How am I supposed to contact you?
But you have to sign for that because you have to be 21. You have to sign for it. They signed for it 6 times.
Let me tell you something though.
I don't know if that's
I don't know that that's actually accurate. I've ordered Beyonce's
Yeah.
whiskey Sir Davis. I've
Okay.
ordered wine and stuff too. They all say make sure there's an adult 21 and
Yep.
above. FedEx and UPS has never ever, not
Really?
one time checked my ID when
So
I've ordered
I
alcohol.
have to sign now, but maybe they didn't. Either way, we found out. So we call this particular vineyard. We obviously narrowed it down. It was very obvious. And they were like, we did, because we put it on pause. And they were like, what ended up happening was your original account was reactivated from 2016. And I was just like, I feel like the biggest dummy idiot because we didn't notice. And it
Yeah,
honestly, it was like a quarterly thing. So we would check or whatever, but like it was over $1,000 that we
I
just
bet.
wasted on these very lucky new owners. Literally just, all right, sounds good. Never, not return to sender, nothing.
Oh, I wouldn't have either. I'm not that big of a person. I would like to say I know it's the good thing to do. I know it's what you're supposed to do. There's no
I
fucking
know.
way. No.
Good wine.
Wine?
Good wine. I
Please.
know. But I will say the winery was amazing. They worked with us, they refunded us, and I won't be signing back up. But but it wasn't like a fraudulent situation where I was like, I just gave my card to someone. I can't believe they used it more than once. But yeah, they definitely took cases of wine.
Good for them.
Good for them. Lesson learned.
Wish it were me.
Yeah, I think it's really strange that I'm always like interested in like birth order, but also just like family dynamics. And when parents like blatantly treat some siblings differently or like enable bad behavior when they're
How'd we get
like,
here?
oh, be nice to, oh, back to your, am I the asshole? Am I overreacting?
Oh, the sisters.
Yeah. In that case, like, because you were saying, I don't mean to victim blame, like, you didn't notice that. I didn't notice it for like a year and a half. Also, I was like pregnant, new baby, shit was happening. So it is what it is. But I think the fact that she's questioning herself is because her family and other people are like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, why don't you just go on the trip with her? And it's like, why don't you get real? Like, how can she even take the time off if work is stressing her out? Who's to say she can just like up and leave? And to pay for it all? Like, no.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like either OP is from a very privileged family and she will likely be bailed out by her parents,
Yep.
even though she might not want to be, and maybe it's about principle for her.
Yeah.
Or maybe she's the only responsible person in her family and she's really frustrated.
That
But
and that could be too.
also, but then, listen, babe, lesson number two. You gotta stop giving people your credit card.
Yeah.
If your sister doesn't have any money for groceries, but she's been bailed out by your parents a bunch of times, that sounds like their business. It's not your business though, babe.
No.
Does that make me a bad sister? I just feel like I would maybe like
No, but you
go to
also
the grocery store with my sibling
Yeah.
and like put my card down.
Be like,
But,
here's
I don't
yeah.
know. I'm not handing my credit card to people that have proven themselves to be
Right. Irresponsible,
irresponsibly.
specifically with credit card debt.
Yeah,
No, but
fiscally
also
irresponsible.
you have brothers. And I think that makes it different too.
Wait, why?
I think just inherently, like girls, especially when they're close in age, like you kind of get used to just like sharing and
Sharing
swapping
things with your sister.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like
I didn't have any of that.
intermittently, and was like, yeah, here you go, or just like, oh, are you wearing this today? Like those shoes go here. This goes better with that outfit, or like my
Yes,
lipstick.
I didn't do any of that.
Yeah, it's just like it seemed wasteful to buy like two of things when like granted they are adults, but like especially when you lived in the same house, it was like, hey, can I wear that this Friday? That kind of thing. And also, I don't know that if I'm like living my life, I don't want to stop and go to the grocery store with my adult sister to like pick out her breakfast sandwiches. I'd be like, sure. Honestly, I'd Venmo her. I'd be like, here's $100.
Yeah, actually,
There you
yeah, that's
go.
what you do next time, for sure.
And it's done. Like
Yeah.
when it's out, it's out. And then you
Yeah.
can pay me back. So
Yeah.
yeah, again, not trying to victim blame, but it's wild that your family is gaslighting you.
Yeah. Also, check your credit. I mean, check your
Check your
account.
statements, people.
In between your statements, check your accounts too, and set up
Yeah, that's right.
alerts.
That's right. Set up alerts.
And don't give your credit card to people.
Ever, says the girl who had a man sign for a car for me 6 weeks after we started dating, but it's cool. This is hindsight.
What?
Remember? You drove me to pick up the new car.
He signed for it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a different kind of situation.
It is now. It's 10 years later, 11 years later.
That's different. What you're discussing is also a blessing. I feel like you're blocking your blessings and you're just giving them to other people. If a man wants to buy you a car,
Exactly.
you let him. If your sister wants to borrow your credit card,
you don't let her.
you don't let her. I feel like your priorities are messed up here, Callahan.
Well, we're giving advice to people. It's like, don't give your credit card away, but it's like, but do sign to purchase a car for someone that you really like.
No, you don't do the signing, but if someone wants to buy you something.
Exactly.
Wait, we never went through any of these comments.
Okay, let's hear.
Okay, top comment is, your parents said it's already paid for. Do they not know how credit cards work? If they're willing to write you a check for the full cost right now, then let your sister go. Otherwise, dispute every penny and shrug off the criticism. Also, when you get the payment part worked out, ask the credit card company to tag this card as lost. So they'll issue you a new card. Your sister may have written down the numbers, and you can find yourself with more fraudulent charges in the future. And finally, never, ever, ever give anyone your card to use.
Yeah, that's fair.
Someone else said, no, I would not have only disputed it, but that day I lost a sister too. Family is important, but it's lines that shouldn't be crossed. And her mom working hell of hard. What? Hold on. There is no punctuation in this. Family is important, but it's lines that shouldn't be crossed. Her and her mom working hell of hard if they ever want to be in my life again. It's not even about the change. It's about the principle. If she thinks she can do what she wants. This is the type of attitude that I had as like a 21-year-old when I was just a little too much of a fucking bitch. I feel like this person needs to go to therapy, but you know what, girl? I'm also on your side because I don't know that I would have said I lost a sister, but I would have cut somebody out for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I think there's a fine line. Like, I know there's people in my family who have been like feuding for decades, and they're like, well, that bitch, she would show up on vacations and forget her wallet or not do this. I'm like, then stop inviting her. Like, you have to take responsibility for the feud too. Like, you don't have to completely cut someone off, but you can have a healthy boundary and say, I'd love to hang out with you, but we're splitting the check, or whatever it is. Like, that seems so extreme.
When you go to someone's house, like, let's say we were having like a pizza party or something, right? Like, we're here. Okay. You come over to my house. Yeah. You bring a bottle of wine. Maybe we both have a frozen pizza to cook, or like we both order food. Okay. You order your food, I order my food. Yeah. Or like it's like a party, and you bring like something for everyone to eat. Yeah. When you go home, the food's not done, and your bottle of wine is not yet finished, but it has been opened. Are you taking your wine home, or are you taking your food home?
First of all, that wine, no. There's never leftover wine, but
there is never leftover wine.
No, I typically do not. Like, that's whatever's left over. Like, that was like, that's a hostess gift or whatever. Occasionally people will be like, no, please take this. Like, I'm leaving town tomorrow. I'm not, because we do this with our neighbors all the time. Like, we switch off cooking, and usually like there's a little bit of leftovers or something, whether someone cooked or we ordered, and it's like they'll box up a little bit and someone will take it, or it's just like, no, you guys have whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way, and I wonder if that's like a Southern thing, because I was at someone's house the other day, and when I was leaving all my stuff, like yes, leave it. Like, even if the wine's not open, like, yes, you have it. And someone else that was there was like packing up her shit, like, oh, these are my individual little meatballs. I'm taking them all back home. Like, this is the wine that I brought. I'm taking it back home, and like, I was so caught off guard. Like, I didn't say anything the whole time I was watching it. I was like, is it that deep? But then part of me is like, I feel like there's probably a lot of people that would be like, wine is expensive and food
In
is
this
food. You paid
economy,
good money and like that's gonna be my food for tomorrow. But I just like I don't know that I could do that. Like I just don't know that I
I think
agree.
that's where I would be like really embarrassed to be like, I'm just gonna take a little doggy bag. Yeah, I think I'd be really embarrassed to do that.
Yeah, I would never do that. I like was flabbergasted.
Would you ever take Tupperware to someone else's wedding?
Wedding. I think that's the only thing that I think about that person. Was it
I
you? You or someone else that we know sent me she posted on LinkedIn recently. And I was like, one, I forgot all about her, and two, anytime I remember her, I remember that
Tupperware.
we had a coworker one time, we all went to a coworker's wedding, and another coworker of ours was like, this food is so fucking good. I wish I had brought Tupperware. And I'll never ever forget that about her. Because that's so weird.
What do you mean
If
she
you bring
wished she'd
Tupperware,
brought Tupperware?
huh?
What do you mean she wished she'd brought Tupperware? The way I remember it is that she said something to the caterer because they had like, it was like real Southern cooking. You know what I mean? Like it was a
Yeah.
buffet. And she ended up taking some of the food home.
I did not know this
Yes,
part.
no,
I
that is,
thought
no, she absolutely did. It wasn't just like a ingest, like, oh, this was so delicious. I'd have leftovers tomorrow. Like
that's
a,
what I thought it
oh
was.
God, no, she actually left with a doggy bag. I don't
That's
know if
even
the
worse.
caterers gave her like a little to go because it's very common for them to have like a midnight snack prepared for the bride and groom to like take off to their next location or whatever. And yeah, they full ass gave her food to go home with.
This is going to make me sound like the most terrible person in the world, and I cannot explain it to you or like why I think this way. If you take a doggy bag out of my wedding that wasn't like prepared for you or like
Yeah.
a
Like a,
gift of
yeah.
some sort, we're not speaking again. It's just so fucking weird. Like,
It's,
can you not control yourself? That's so weird.
and this person had been married.
Have some fucking self control. Like, the mac and cheese is not that good.
No. Also, it was probably like a meet and three down the road that you could go get the food at on Tuesday.
I couldn't
So,
imagine chasing down a caterer and saying, please find a box to put this in because I need food tomorrow. I
uh,
and for anyone that might be listening that might be like, she doesn't have food at home.
I've been there. There was food. There was food there. She
There
was
was
fine.
food at home.
She
She
was
was
fine.
doing just fine. She was making the same amount of money that the rest of us were making. At
Yeah,
that
no
company.
kidding. So there is a person that I know that I think I've told you this too. Like, I forget that they exist until I see them or they cross paths with me, and I'm like, ugh. And they just drive me nuts in the most like basic ways. Like, I feel like everything they do is very performative. They contradict themselves. They want to be this like very bougie ass, like cool guy on social media, but then like will also like kind of turn cheek and ask for handouts and this and that. And like, they don't believe in a lot of just like basic science. And I'm just like, how does this person keep showing up in my circles? And I don't particularly know how to just be like, hey, because I don't, that takes energy and I've got to conserve my energy. I'm just not doing it. But I was mentioning it to my dad and he was like, don't let them get in your head. And I was like, that's the thing. Like, they're not in my head. I forget that they breathe until they're there. And then I'm just like, it's like Newman. And I wish I didn't have that visceral response, but there's just some like very fundamental differences that we have. And I just want to be like, can you get out of my space? My space. I miss those days.
What a simpler time. Wait a minute. Wait. I know we have to go soon, but wait
Yeah.
a minute.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, like, what I was about to just say, like, Gen Z could never handle ranking your top 8 friends. Like the
Oh,
drama
God.
of a re-ranking or being removed from a top 8 or seeing someone else remove their ride or die friend from their top 8. Like, Gen Z couldn't handle it. Oh, they could not keep it together. And as you know, and as I've said multiple times and will always say, I don't do too much. Like I talk a little shit about Gen Z, but I don't do too much on them.
Oh no.
Because sometimes, they're cool, they're fine, like they're doing whatever they want. And also I know their reckoning is coming. I know that Gen Alpha is on their ass. And I
Yes.
know that Gen Alpha is going to be the worst. And all the
Yeah.
shit that
And
Gen Z
savage.
talks about millennials, like they all have their karma coming for them. And I believe it's starting. Did you see the video of that little girl on the escalator throwing punches with an older person?
Oh my, no.
So this video went viral earlier this week, and it is of I mean, this girl is probably 10 years old, and she's at the top of an escalator going down the escalator. And she just gets on the escalator, so she's probably like, you know, she's been on it for like a second or two.
Okay.
There's no audio, but you can tell that something happens because she quickly turns around, stomps up the wrong way of the escalator. There's a group of teenagers or older looking teenagers
Okay.
at the top of the escalator, and this little 10-year-old Polly Pocket runs right up to them and she grabs her hair, like running, throwing punches. This other like
Whoa.
kid, yes, he's got like 17-year-old, like kind of like grabs her by like her backpack or like her
Ah.
hood, and like he just like push her, but like kind of like moves her,
Yeah.
like get it like, and then she gets back down the escalator. She has like a little like pose. You can tell that she like crosses one of her feet over the other, and she's just like got a hand on the hip. Something else happened. Someone hit the emergency stop. So the escalator stops, and then she kind of like flips her hair or something, and then she like just goes like stomps down the escalator. And it was just like so much discourse about like, oh my God, like what happened? Like what's this little girl being fated by a 10-year-old is so
Right.
embarrassing. Like what's going on? Apparently, this little girl that's 10 and her little friends were caught stealing by the teenagers. The teenagers like got the security guard,
Oh
and they were this little girl like got away from the security guard. She crawled over the escalator, went up, and then back down. It was a whole thing other than outside of this video. Anyways, but please watch this video. It's crazy.
She said snitches get stitches.
Gen Alpha is coming for that ass.
They really are.
Gen Z does not know what's coming. These little kids, I think, are going to be terrible.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm excited. Can't wait. Can't wait to get old.
I'm just going to be minding my business. Okay. Well,
Thanks
guys.
so much for listening.
Yeah, this has been great.
I've had a couple people reach out to me and send me little screenshots of the episode that they're on, which I love so much. Please be sure to follow if you can. Also, like review, rank, wherever you're listening. Then be sure to follow us on social media. You can find us at no.bs.pod on TikTok and Instagram.
And YouTube Shorts.
Oh, duh. Obviously.
One of our YouTube Shorts like really popped off. I don't know what was going on, but like one of them, most of them get like 3 views, and one got like 1,000. So
Oh,
like,
my
give us a
gosh.
couple more views on our
Yes,
YouTube Shorts
please.
because we are funny.
Like, share, comment, all the things. Just make it happen. And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.